Hello and welcome to Blue Brick 33. Today I'll be reviewing the flower bouquet, and this set is part of the LEGO Botanical Collection. Now, this set is geared for ages 18 and up. It costs $50 and it has 756 pieces. So it comes with a ton of pieces for the price. Now, this vase that they put the flowers in, it's not included in the set, so only the LEGO flowers are included in the set and not the glass vase. Now, this set actually includes several elements made from plant-based plastic, produced using sustainable sources, sugarcane, and that's really cool, especially it's good for the environment, and you can't really tell what pieces are plastic and what pieces are the plant-based material. Now, this set has 3 roses in it, 2 snapdragons, 1 poppy, 1 aster, 3 daisies, 1 lavender, and some leaves or grasses or stuff like that. So there's a ton of cool part usage in here, and we'll take a first look at the 2 daisies in the set. So we can just take these out. Now, these are actually the first things you build in the set, and it comes with 2 of them. You just build both at once. Well, they're the exact same. Uses 3 of the same building things up here, and then you just have to position them all together to make this daisy. Now, you can see some of the black in here, but when you display it like this, you really can't, so it's not a big deal at all. And the stem is just one really long Technic rod, and those are the 2 daisies. They're pretty cool. Not my favorite out of all the flowers in here, but they are pretty cool. Now let's move on to the roses. So there's 3 of these roses, and these are what start some of the cool part usage. I'll just review 1 and then show all 3. 2 of them have a slant, but 1 is straight up. Now, this rose, or all the flowers, are very positionable, so you can just position them whatever way you want. For the stem, I like it a lot better because than the daisy, because it isn't just a long Technic rod. It uses a bunch of I'm not sure what they're called, but the pieces, one of them 8 times stacked, with the red axles inside, and it just looks a lot better than the just long Technic rod. Now, what's really cool is for a leaf right here, you use a pterodactyl wing. So that's really cool, the part usage. Plus, for the rose itself, you actually build on car pieces into this rose, and it actually makes it look very good. There's a little bit of white in the middle, and it has more of a peach color on the outside and some tan in the middle. Now, here's the other rose that's identical to this one, both the slanted. Also, what's cool is they have some thorns, these 2 in it. And then the different one is this right here. It doesn't have any thorns, sadly. And I did forget to mention that one other one, this rose and the Aster, have the Technic, for the Lamborghini and stuff, steering wheels at the bottom. So all 3 of the roses have that. And this is the straight one, so it just isn't, the rose isn't tilted like the other one. But the top is the same build. Okay, so those are the roses. Now let's take a look at the daisy. I mean, not the daisy, the poppy. Now this has a long Technic rod for the stem, just it has one of the pieces at the bottom. Definitely like the rose stem a lot better, but you know, it's still cool or good. Now the poppy, it has this bright orange, which looks really good. Now these are adjustable, of course, with some just like stuff in the middle to go up, and it's just a tiny bit tilted. Not too much cool part usage in this, but it definitely comes through pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'll say about the poppy. Okay, now let's take a look at the two like grass or bush piece things. These are identical, and you just use like two bush pieces on the top here, and they're just like a nice touch of just like green in it, and it has some of those pieces, 4 of them on the bottom, and just a Technic rod here, so they are very tall. But yeah, now let's take a look at the 2 Snapdragons. Now these are one of my favorites probably. First you have the good stem here with the pieces instead of just a long Technic rod. It just looks really good with the like lime green or light green here, then a little light pink, middle pink, and then like dark pink. There's some flowers on the side making this big beautiful flower, and there's just some like little things on the side. Now this turns, and this one is tilted when the other one is just straight up. And it looks really good. You can't really see like all the stuff inside of it, like to make it up, sturdy and stuff. And it just looks really good. Definitely one of my favorites. Now let's take a look at the lavender. So this is a pretty cool one. It also has just a long Technic rod and then 4 of these pieces at the bottom. This is pretty cool. It uses a bunch of the regular flowers to make the big flower. It does use some golden leaves here, and a crown piece are used as a bunch of different pieces, but first came as Queen Minerva Wanabe's crown from the LEGO movie too. So that's pretty cool. Everything's adjustable with all the flowers. This one doesn't have too much, but it definitely has some. Yeah, it's pretty cool with that. Now let's take a look at these like free plant things. Now these are adjustable, so they can go from down to up. They actually use a surfboard, a sand green surfboard at the back. All 3 of these are identical. It's definitely looks better on them to have the big sand green Technic rod, just because, I don't know, it just looks a lot better with them instead of like the poppy or the lavender. But yeah, there's not much to say about these. They're just a nice pop, just like the grass ones. Now the last one, the Aster, is probably my favorite. This in the Snapdragon. I just love this purple, color, and it just looks amazing. Like this, just like comes out, and it uses a bunch of just the leaves, the regular leaves in purple to make up this amazing flower, and a bunch of just little pieces. Just clips and stuff, and it's really cool how it's made, and this is probably my favorite. it does use the long Technic rod. It definitely would have been like for sure the best if it had what the Snapdragon and the roses have. But it does have this at the bottom, so that's nice. But this and the Snapdragon are definitely my two favorite flowers. Really, all of them are great, but those two are probably my two favorite. Now, these are all positional, so you can make that really small and really open flower. The box shows it a little more like this, but you can make it whatever way you want. I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe so you don't miss when I get the bonsai tree, which is another set in the collection. And bye!